I sweat a lot. It's sweating season, it's summertime. My name's Ethan, I smell like shit. Am I okay with this? Not a bit. Feel it in my toes and I feel it in my thumbs. Something stinky, this way it comes. I stole that, it's great. Yes. This has been a big problem for me for probably the past, I want to say, 2 years now, ever since my junior year of high school. See, before this, I never really was that big of a sweater. Like, you see, I was more like an extra small. So I was a very small sweater. In all seriousness, I don't know where it started from, but maybe there was like some hormone in my body that hadn't kicked in yet, and it was just like, hey, you should just be gross and nasty and wet all the time if it's above like 65 degrees outside. Plus, it's like, it's not even sweat that like smells a lot. It's just wet. It's just wet. Like, I don't have terrible body odor if I like shower and I put on deodorant. Like, obviously if I leave it sit for a few days, then I smell like shit. It's very annoying, because whenever you're outside in any sort of somewhat, nice or hot or humid weather, I just sweat profusely. Or if I'm walking around. Like, this summer I went to London, and I've never been out of the country. And it wasn't very hot out, but we were walking around all the time, seeing all these cool things. And it was awesome. And then my friend Max, who I went with, he made fun of my back because, it looked like I went to a frickin' water park because I was sweating just so profusely. And like the whole back of my shirt and like most of the front of my shirt was just completely soaked. And this isn't like a one-time thing. This happens every time I exercise, every time I go outside for more than an hour on a normal day, and it is very, very annoying, and I have never really known exactly why. So recently, I asked my dad, because no one else in my family that I know of is really that big of a sweater, but I haven't really asked him yet, so maybe like, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, I asked him, hey, Dad, I sweat a lot, and I was wondering if you knew any of that. And then, and as we're walking, he's like, oh yeah, I sweat so much. And I never really realized it, but like, in restaurants that we go to, after eating like some sort of spicy food, or else like walking for a long amount of time, or just like a lot, he starts sweating like I do. And since he wears glasses, his glasses get all fogged up, and I'm like, alright, I know where I get it from. It's like, then I know I'm not alone in this, because being sweaty and perspirated is somewhat embarrassing to me. Oh, but don't get me started on the most annoying thing for me. I don't know if my face is shaped weird. Don't say it's because I'm ugly, because it is shaped weird, but like, for some reason my face is shaped in a way where it's like, anytime I sweat from my face, or like anywhere in here, it just goes directly into my eyes. And it's like, if you've ever had sweat in your eyes, it's like, since it's salty, if you've ever been in the ocean, and have like gotten salt water in your eyes, that's pretty much what it is, and it like burns so much, and it just doesn't go away. And so, God, even thinking about it now, it's just like, oh. Even when I wear a headband or something, like, it makes it a lot better. But it's just like, oh, it's awful, it's terrible. Terrible, awful, no good, very bad face shape. My dog just came inside and he's going nuts. He's going nuts! But every time I go down to the park and play basketball, or something like that, usually there are usually down there are some African American dudes who, one, are way better than me at basketball, but that's because I just started this year. And, oh my god, like, I post up just with the basketball. What you do is, that's like when you're near the basket and you have your back to them, and they're just like, damn, dude, you sweaty as hell. I'm just like, it's like, yeah, I know, it's hard work. We've been out here for 5 minutes. It's like, and usually, okay, I don't get like profusely sweaty in 5 minutes when it's not like super humid out. That's what happens. It was like humid out that day in particular. So it was just like, alright, I just got super sweaty profusely, just constantly. So that's the story there. Whoops. Game Grumps, they're very well known. If you haven't heard of them, what rock have you been living under? But one of my favorite people, like on the entire internet, is Aaron Hansen, which is one of the co-creators of that, and is one of the main stars of it, and he's really cool. But oh my god, he sweats a lot, and he is just as gross and sweaty as me. So hey, Aaron, if you have if you have any tips of being sweaty, smelly, and gross, please send them my way because I would appreciate it a lot. This was just a short little video that kind of gives me a little outlet to just kind of complain on, because for some reason my body's like, hey Ethan, you want to sweat all the time? And then I'm like, no, and it's like, too bad, and then I go to a water park every day. So that's cool. And it's not even a cool water park. It's like, it's a water park that's like hot and uncomfortable and like salty and ew. But yeah, leave a like if you've enjoyed. My next video that's coming out is going to be a music video, or not like a proper one, but it's going to be me singing and stuff, so that'll be fun. If you like this, leave a like, subscribe, do some stuffs, check out my other stuff, and just so then you get a feel for what my music stuff is going to be like tomorrow, or maybe like a couple days from now. Then you should check out my most popular one. It has like 250 some views and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I will see you later. Peace out. Nice.